But first, here at Inside Edition, we really love giving you nifty information to make your life easier or save some dollars. And what better expert is there but the little green guy with the funny accent? Here's the Geico Gecko with today's tip of the day.
I wake up sluggish in the morning. I'm all, where's my tea? But once I brew a cup with a little milk and sugar, I'm happy. So here's your money-saving tip. Brew your own tea or coffee at home. And then if you need to get on with your day, put it in one of those neat little travel mugs. Mine's red. You won't believe how much you could save. I think my tea's ready.
First, here's the Geico Gecko with today's money-saving tip of the day.
Thanks, Deborah. Instead of spending all that money on bottled water, get an inexpensive water filter and start saving. It's quite easy, really. You can filter your own water right at home with one of those pitchers, or even the kind you install on your kitchen faucet. It will save you a little money and all those plastic bottles.
But first, here's the Geico Gecko with today's money-saving tip of the day.
Thanks, Deborah. Turn out the lights. There's no simpler way to save money. Anytime you leave a room, make sure the lights are out. Well, that's all there is to it, really. You'll save energy and you'll save money. Well, this tip was an easy one. Not much more to say. Everyone knows how to flip a light switch.
Coming up, a guy who barks like a dog. But first, here's the Geico Gecko with today's money-saving tip of the day.
Thanks, Deborah. The tip is, you should save money. Well, more exactly, you should save your change. Set aside a change jar and fill it with your loose coins. You'll be surprised at how quickly it will fill up. For me, I always find loose change in my pockets. I never know how it gets there. Anyway, change is always good for you, especially if it's a lot of change.
But first, here's the Geico Gecko with today's money-saving tip of the day.
Did you know that if you run your home appliances at night, it could lower your energy bill by half or more? I use my bread machine before I go to sleep. That way, I wake up to the smell of warm, crusty bread. Just call your utility company to see if you can save with off-peak rates.
But first, here's the Geico Gecko with today's money-saving tip of the day.
Thanks, Deborah. Here's another money-saving tip. Try bringing your own lunch to work. For lunch, I make a turkey sandwich with pesto mayo and watercress on some nice whole wheat bread. I usually serve it with some carrot sticks. And best of all, with all the money you save on lunch, you could take that extra special someone out for a nice dinner. I'm free this Friday if anyone wants.
But first, the Geico Gecko with today's money-saving tip of the day.
Thanks, Deborah. Did you know that emptying your car trunk can put a few bucks back in your wallet? The less stuff in your trunk, the less gas you'll use, and that's real savings. So here's what I did. I took my bowling ball out of my trunk. Now I only put it back in there on league nights. My car's lighter and my wallet is heavier. By the way, I think there's an opening on my team if anyone out there's interested.
But first, here's the Geico Gecko with today's money-saving tip of the day.
Thanks, Deborah. Here's a great plan. Get rid of your home phone line and you can save a bundle each month. Well, I know what you're saying. What about my phone number? Don't worry, your Aunt Ida will still be able to call. You can transfer your home phone number to a new cell phone plan. Well, that is if you want your family and friends to get in touch with you. Well, I guess if you don't want them to call. Well, don't worry, I won't tell your Aunt Ida.
But first, the Geico Gecko with today's money-saving tip of the day.
Thanks, Deborah. You want to cut 15% off your electric bill? Well, I've got a little money-saving tip that will help you do just that. Start unplugging. That's what I do. My computer, TV, even my electric toothbrush. They might be turned off, but if they're plugged in, they're still using energy and costing me money. Yeah, that's right, I use an electric toothbrush. Oral health is important. So take a bit of advice from me and start unplugging your gadgets. You'll save lots of money.
But first, here's the Geico Gecko with today's money-saving tip of the day.
Thanks, Deborah. Forget about going to the gym. You can save quite a bit of money by working out on your own. Why pay for costly gym memberships or pricey personal trainers when you can get the same results by having a go at it on your own? Create a personal workout plan. Include lots of cardio and some weight training. Best of all, it's free. And for those who've been asking, yes, I have been working out lately. My midsection was feeling a little doughy.
Coming up, Simon Cowell's first television appearance. But before that, here's Geico's money-saving tip of the day. Let your kids wash your car. Break out the sponges, turn on the hose, and let them go to town. You'll not only save a few bucks, you'll have a clean set of wheels, and the kids will be tired out and ready for a good night's sleep. And coming up, the rapping weatherman. But first, here's the Geico money-saving tip of the day. Here's a way to get out, meet your neighbors, and save a little money. Check out your community calendar. Nearly every town has one. There's always free events for you and your family to go to, from movies in the park to arts and crafts fairs around town. So pick up your local paper and see what's free in your neighborhood. And still to come, a whale on a beach in New York. But first, here's the Geico money-saving tip of the day. Here's your tip. Instead of taking your dog to the groomer, give your dog a bath at home. Buy a little dog shampoo and scrub away. Just make sure the suds and water are out of your dog's eyes and ears. Your dog may actually enjoy the home bath, and you'll save in the long run.
A creative way to pull a tooth in a moment, but first, here's the Geico money-saving tip of the day.
Here's your tip. Keep your freezer full. A full freezer costs less to keep cold than an empty freezer, and that cuts down on your electric bill. So the next time you're making a pot of cream of broccoli soup, or maybe even a nice beef stew, freeze the leftovers. By keeping your freezer full, you'll save in the long run.
Coming up, an octopus that uses coconuts as a house. But first, here's the Geico money-saving tip of the day. Instead of using the normal cycle on your dryer, choose the air dry cycle instead. Running just 3 loads of laundry per week on air dry, you could sock away $75 by the end of 1 year. Now, if someone could figure out what the dryer does with all those missing socks, that could really save us some money.
Coming up, a little critter gets tickled. But first, here's the Geico money-saving tip of the day.
Here's your tip. Try carpooling several times a week. Take turns carpooling with a coworker. By sharing a ride with a friend or coworker once or twice a week or all week long, you'll save money on gas and tolls. Plus, you'll have someone to talk to during those long, boring rides to work.
A dog gets a ride from a tortoise next. But first, here's today's Geico money-saving tip of the day. Here's your tip. Shorten your shower by a minute or two every day. Not only will you save about 150 gallons of water a month, you'll save money on your water bill too. And shortening your hot water shower will also save you money on your electric bill. And make sure you don't leave the shower dripping. That drip will cost you too. So start shortening your shower and start saving.
The sexiest airline ad ever next. But first, today's Geico money-saving tip of the day.
Here's your tip. Instead of going out to the movies or a pricey dinner, plan a family game night at home. Buy a bag of chips and other snacks. Put on some party music and bring out the games. Not only will you spend quality time with your friends and family, you'll save big bucks in the long run.
Now, here's the Geico money-saving tip of the day. Pay your bills online. It's really quite easy. By clicking and paying each bill one at a time, you can monitor what you're spending. Not only will you save on stamps and a trip to the post office, you'll also avoid those nasty late fees. Up next, swimming with an elephant. But first, here's today's Geico money-saving tip of the day. Here's your tip. Instead of buying soda at the soda machine, which can get costly and use up all your change, start buying soda and fruit drinks by the 12-pack or case, and you'll see how much money you can save. Buying soda or juice in bulk will save you in the long run.
And coming up, jump aboard the rocket bus. But first, the Geico money-saving tip of the day.
Here's your tip. Manicure your own nails. Buy an inexpensive bottle of nail polish and a nail file and go to town. Get your friends on board too and swap your colors. You'll not only have beautiful nails, but you'll save a few dollars in the long run.
Tennis great Roger Federer delivers a William Tell serve. But first, today's Geico money-saving tip of the day.
Now here's a tip for all you homeowners out there. You can save thousands of dollars by making one extra mortgage payment a year. Then apply that payment for your loan's principal. You'll save big in the long run.